1963.
Maybe this is each a little confessional area, I'm not sure. We're in glass.
And during the weekdays is the back of the church. Es estilo barroco en el medio de la ciudad y a la derecha Luis XIII ofreciendo la corona y Luis XIV. Francia es un país mariano desde el siglo de decisiones cardinales. Aquí se sienta el domingo el arzobispo del país, señor Benito. Mexican community. Why Mexicans? Because they are born in the Virgin. Nación la comunidad mexicana. Si tu veux y aller, tu vas maintenant, tu fall down. And that's when they invented the flying mattresses, the archways, those scaffolding, if you want to call them like that, but they hold the trays of the wall, and at the same time, inside the scaffold, when they looked out, north, east, and west. And when I told you that Paris has Minnesota, Kentucky and Minnesota, if you need toilets, inside this boutique, there's
Beautiful painting. This is the girl that painted them right here. She's good. And this is the other girl that did the paintings.
What?
She painted.
Yeah, I know, I'm good.
This one right here.
You can tell everyone that too.
That says Hannah
Yeah,
from Kentucky.
Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. Excuse me.
I'm Indiana. Hannah. I know, I was telling about like
Stuck at the red light.
stroller. Almost walked in the kid, I'm like,
In Notre Dame.
and then like right after that, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting pretty bad. And I like followed that guy over that.
Will tell us from the Roman times. Folks that are thinking about moving there. Closer. University.
Dice Shikimiki Flea Market. Esta es una grande près Saint-Germain in the fields. It was an abbey destroyed the abbey, but the church survived. A nuestra derecha la famosa iglesia de San Germán de los Prados, que era parte de una abadía destruida, pero la abadía sobrevivió. Lots of fashion boutiques and antiques boutiques in the area where we are. Un montón de boutiques de moda y de anticuariado en donde nos encontramos. Next corner right is the famous La Durée with delicious macarons. En nuestra próxima esquina izquierda está la tienda de confitería. Estos son los macarones que muestran en el film de María Antoinette. Miren a la capilla de la escuela, aparte del convento, que era anterior. The Louvre on our right, the biggest museum in the world. A nuestra derecha el Museo del Louvre, el mayor museo del mundo. The left hand side is a Free School of Fine Arts. A la izquierda la Escuela Superior de Bellas Artes.
expensive apartments in Paris, facing the road.
Next, number 13 on the left, el portal azul y el balcón es el de 1668 por su majestad Don Luis XIV y el arquitecto Mansart. On the left, by the river, the big railway station. A nuestra izquierda, del lado del río, es la estación de done by the Chinese architect Min Pei. Saliendo de un túnel a la derecha al fondo vais a ver la pirámide hecha por el arquitecto chinés Pei. And in front of us, the golden statue is Saint Joan of Arc, the female saint that protects France. Y frente a nosotros, la estatua On the left, the Tuileries Gardens were built by Queen Catherine of Medici, wife of King Henry II. A nuestra izquierda, los jardines de las Tuileries. A nuestra derecha, con la bandera americana, es el Hotel Meurice, que era la Gestapo durante la Segunda Guerra Mundial. The last Empress of France, Eugenie, the Spanish Countess of Montijo. A nuestra izquierda, el Hotel Westin. Lots of jewelry stores. It's linking Vendôme Square, 17th century, with the Opera House, con la ópera, donde vamos une el siglo XVII con el siglo XIX. Queen Margaret, dice Cartier, que hace joyas en cada...
Spencer watches. Spencer perfume. The opera house is
La emperatriz Doña Eugenia, la condesa de Montijo.
magnificent building, I can tell you, folks.
Charlotte of Saxe-Coburg in 1866. A nuestra derecha, el café de los americanos en la zona de la ópera. On the right at the end, the Edward VII Theater and the Olympia Cabaret. A nuestra derecha, al fondo, el Teatro Eduardo VII y el Café de la Olympia. La francesa Edith Piaf y el belga Jacques Brel. Sevigné, she was born in 1636. And on the left, the Madeleine Church. Y a nuestra izquierda, la iglesia de la Maddalena. In between the columns, we see angels, archangels, saints. They used to be lieutenants, commandants, and field marshals from the Empire of Napoleon. Y entre las columnas tenemos Tony, Dolce Gabbana, Rocco Barocco, Hermes. Next street on the right is the famous Rue de... Voila, look on your right. Miren aquí a la derecha. The restaurant coming next on the right with the red roof is Maxime's, second most expensive restaurant in town, belonging to the Italian couturier Pierre Cardin. A nuestra derecha, el famoso Maxime's, segundo restaurante más caro de la ciudad, que le pertenece al famoso costurero italiano Don Pierre Cardin. And here the area donde encontrabase la guillotina. In the middle, the obelisk from Ramses III of Egypt. On the side of the obelisk, the two fountains were done by Etorf for King de derecha, el Hotel Crillon, que es el hotel más chic de la ciudad de París, built for the Worldwide Exhibition of Paris of 1900. Frente a nosotros, A la derecha, el Gran Palacio y Pequeño Palacio, ambos construidos para la exposición. Colección permanente. Cuanto al palacio a la derecha, es un palacio de exhibiciones. Inside the dome we have the grave of Napoleon and his son Napoleon II, the King of Rome. Dentro de la cúpula tenemos la tumba de Napoleón y de su hijo, don Napoleón II, el rey de Roma. We also have the grave of Napoleon's brother, sosteniendo el blasón de la familia imperial Romanov, que nos ofreció este hermoso. Fundó
Gardens at Versailles. The old stuff. This is where they used to play billiards, I think. I don't know if we're coming back here, but a meeting space where they would do their smoking. Statue of a broken cue stick. This is the attempt to be the Sistine Chapel, I think. This is it. This one's called the First Supper. So these are tapestries on the wall. In the gold. Art.
The first one is Philip V, Duke of Anjou, who is King of Spain, second grandson of Louis XIV, second and third portrait, the never reigned, first son and first grandson, and the fourth portrait of Louis XV.
This table was the art table that the kids used. These were the big buckets they kept the Crayolas, their markers in. They cracked it up when they were doing a little bit of pounding. Came into play. I used to hang on these and swing back and forth between them. Had a very good time. Kids would play hide the dog underneath their skirts at night. It was a lot of fun. We'd have to carry these logs. King Louis' bed and King Louis' alarm clock. It's a mega huge wind up.
Their own fashion. Before Louis XIV is Louis XIII, they had sideburns, little doors.
Louis XIV
They are not in
with
use
high
today, but they
heels.
were for passaging of the servants. The nobles,
And showing
the
the thigh.
aristocrats, here.
Louis was playing bad boy sculpture in this one. Beat up a couple guys with the sword. Looking out and over the gardens. So the kids would swim and they were really hot, like we are. Thinking of the future. The original Laffy Taffy jar. They had not invented the singing jar yet, but it was to come. Mr. Miller bought one later. Gardens. This is the girly room where the queen would take her little snap. It's painting of Marie Antoinette before she got into her motorcycle accident and was beheaded. Here we have a large photo, and they went to the marshmallow roast with bird-shaped marshmallows. Great time they had that night. This is the unicorn, and the great blue unicorn that he was able to find in East Africa. A magnificent photo of the marriage of the big guy, the big fella. Picture of Sweet Pea looking out the gardens. And Louis Flea Market, I guess. Yes. Goodness, they lost their heads in this place. Many heads. This is called the Hall of Battles. And they taught their kids to fight. And they also told them to choose their battles carefully. And then they said, it's not always best to throw the first punch. The photo where they stabbed the dog was a nasty thing. Right there is the real guy. Napoleon. There he is, right there. Josephine. Busy taking the photo.
She holds the camera on her left eye, just like me.
There's a little boat over there.
Here's the arch. She's the ways to the bottom. Rifle screw up. Turning cables. Boats on the same. The boats are like they're on fire.
Beautiful.
And the steep one. The giant eruptor stuff.
They go right like a ride at the carnival. Look at those boats. Did you guys see those boats? Oh, look at that. We didn't see that.
Voilà, messieurs, dames, s'il vous plaît, la visite du premier étage. First floor visit. Premier étage.
Line 13, line 6.
It's a big kahuna.
You see all the pictures of it and everything, but nothing compares to really
It's a charming little tower, isn't it?
So cool.
So cool. Mountain climber. Oh, tired. Put them in there.
Picture for our
Guiding our friends on the last day to the Louvre, the pyramid of the bones of Mary Magdalene and the Da Vinci Code. She's buried right over. I can't believe there's anything other than stones there, and the book is a cross. But such is your life. Another one of the cool cows. Bling Bling Cow. Heading for the Louvre for lunch. The Louvre. It's power of the pyramid. Let's go feel the power. The Louvre is truly another gorgeous Gothic building. Courtyard.
Here we are at the Louvre, waiting to go in. Oh, there's somebody that looks familiar, eating a picnic lunch.
can take a sip of yours now. I want to get a sip of it. There we go. That sip cost you $1.
It'll make her spit it out.
That's too precious to spit out.
Yeah, right. It is.
The $15 3 Coca-Rias. That's for sure. Yeah, there's an old saying I have too that I use all the time, and it's, if you don't feel close to God, guess who moved? Statue of the 4 ladies that spent 17 euros on 3 Coca-Cola.
No, she went to an art museum.
She just started running around by herself.
I thought maybe you might be interested in art like she was.
Waiting at the Louvre. Louvre, or whatever you call it. Yeah, the folks at the Louvre. Z photoing at the Louvre. Look at that sculpture of the thinking young man. I would call it Jordan under thought. Whoa, isn't that a scary one, Corey? Go ahead, Thomas. Look at what we saw. The photo man. St. Michael, the photo man.
Did you recently make sure all his answers were plausible?
Tickets? For the Lavard? Packages?
Hi.
The moving statue. Really neat. Look at that.
And then last one. Dom.
Oh my lands, look at there.
Sweet Pea admiring a couple olds. Most of these olds are just beautiful. That might even be an ancient. This hall is full of many ancients and some olds, I think. It's just underneath the pyramid sculptures meet our eye everywhere. Gorgeous. The detail in the cutting of the stone is really amazing. These gorgeous sculptures, I love these. To get all these things in one place is just amazing. I'll say his name if I had to. Because of film, I'm going to give the footage of tape. I'm going to give each one tall, small, even some on the wall. There's flags. $1,300 made out of wood. I think building parts are very French. Bone maybe in copper, brass. Brass looks like. Bronze made up. There's gargoyles everywhere. 44. Gorgeous stairways in them. Napoleon's kitchen light. Alarm clock. Grande Sailor. This is got to be the living ocean. It'd be nice to take home to Sweet Pea's kitchen. This is Napoleon. Mrs. Napoleon. Dang, do a big Thanksgiving there. This is Betty. One of the old thronies.
The model, is this a model of his palace? It's all different stones. Look at
Stones.
Oh my goodness sakes.
Really?
What's that?
Reuben? Collection of Reuben. The turkey is so real. Here we are. Hold those cards? There's just too much to see. You're right.
Italian paintings.
Lots of carved objects. Many dishes. Nice chariot. Quite a project in Mr. Lee's class. Ziggown. Which is shiny dishes. Wall painting. Ceiling. Incredible ceiling work. Cool tapestry. There's porcelain. Big guy. Side missing guy. Guy with the extra pointed nose. And a guy with a big neck. Needs his protection. And the sword. Tip. First hockey shin guards. First goalie mask. Other types of traps for small rodents, crickets, and other bed bugs. Nice parts and panels. Made of what? Pizza?
I don't know what this is.
Very famous sculpture. Folks here. Whoa. First statue we recognize, a piece of artwork from American work. Well, it just looked like it would be too impossible of a job, but people really did what they weren't supposed to, ancient Egyptian art. Egyptian man. Quite old. Here we are, working our way out of the strangest thing. Like 6 sets of escalators that all closed down at about 3 o'clock, and everybody walked everywhere. Where they are. Not the coolest guy in the world, but he's there. At least I don't think he's so cool. He was mean to his painters of original art. I shall say, looking over the bridge to the Louvre. The last pan of the Louvre. Oh, we leave the big city. Looks like we may have found the place that Ernest lived in until 1961. No, I don't think that's right. Oh, okay, but maybe he lived up here. Nice place anyhow. Ernest Bookstore.
See, this is called
where we're going. That's what we call you. Darling Frank's Quarters. This is their strong coffee in a little cup. But if you get a big cup, it's really thin. Let's see if we can stand a spoon up in it. No, it won't stand up. That tells you right there it's way too thin.
Yeah, right.
A typical coffee shop. Well, a little fancier than typical for the coffee shop. And of course, the brand is Bucks. Saying goodbye to our friends at the Paris Palace.